And we are live. Good evening, everybody. It is August 21st, Tuesday, 2018. And welcome to all of you. Taking a little break today from doing a lot of videoing, but getting ready for 2018. And welcome to all of you. Here. Taking a little break today. Boom. Getting ready for get the big fishing trip again on Friday, which I'm really looking forward to. I think the more times that we go out, the more skilled we get at really getting some nice fish in there. Uber Goober lady, how are you, sweetie? Nice to see you. I was extolling your virtues across many platforms. Taking a good beating, but you're worth it, honey. So I hope you're doing okay. Very nice to see you. And I enjoyed. Yeah, I'm good. Good. It's been a pretty wild. It's been a pretty wild couple days on YouTube, and it took me a while to kind of figure out the lay of the land and stuff. But just recognize that I really believe that you're a very very nice lady. Hey, Royal Yada, Vicky, how are you? That I recognize the quality of the person that you are. Your enthusiasm, I enjoy. Your infectiousness. Okay, thank you, Joseph. Kitty Barnett, nice to see you, honey. All ladies rolling in, the sweetie dolls. So, oh, thank you, Vicky. Santa Rosa Junior College. Yeah, you're welcome. Yeah, Royal Yada. So, yeah, it took me a while to figure out what's going on. I'm still not quite sure the lay of the land. But I just want to say I go around and I'm not unwelcome at chats. I feel like I can go around to different chats and enjoy myself. And like I said before, I've been going to Pam and Rick's chat for about a year and a half since Debbie Lynn. Okay, hi Janice, nice to see you, sweetie. Have a very nice rest tonight. I'm sure you earned it. I've been there for a year and a half, checking that out. Norman, how are you doing, sweetie? Thank you. You're very nice to say that. Yeah, I go to two chats there. Hey, David, nice to see you. Was checking out your chat today. Very nice to see you back. You seem pretty happy and stuff. It seemed like you wanted to speak your piece on YouTube, as you usually do on the chats and stuff. So welcome back. A lot of new stuff, a lot of new people, a lot of new things in the communities, David. A lot of new groups coming together, and it's there's a lot of moving chess pieces. Trolls, wherever some people think others are trolls just because of constructed. Yeah, I mean, Travels with Tasha. That's a really good point. Travels with Tasha said trolls are everywhere. Some people think others are trolls just because of constructive criticism or misconveyed text. Yeah, Mrs. Jen's doing great, Vicky. Gonna get to bed early. Tasha, I mean, you're really smart. You understand things can get twisted out of context. Basically, on their individual owns, all these people are like pretty nice people. I mean, Pam and Rick shooting the shit on their porch. You've got Mama Bear doing her thing there, and you've got the Uber Goober lady, and it's easy to misconstrue stuff like that. Like with the Uber Goober lady when she explores the paranormal. But all you really have to do to get a handle on Uber Goober lady, all you really have to do is recognize how she asks people to pray for this person. I watched her stream today, and it's very hard for me to keep my mouth shut, as you guys know, and to just hold my tongue. But I just decided for once, Rosie, just close your big fat pie hole and just listen and observe. So I went around to some of the chats and things over the last couple of days. And, I've known Uber Goober ladies who, I mean, Debbie Lynn and I were in South Carolina together, and Debbie Lynn's like, oh, you got to see this. You got to see this interview I had with this Uber Goober lady. She's awesome. We clicked it on and we watched the whole Debbie Lynn thing. You look at Uber Goober's infectiousness and her bubbly persona and stuff, and how can you not smile and be happy. And when people go into her chat, there's love. Yeah, she's very open-minded, and I just think, you know, we can't say the paranormal's not interesting in this country. We have so many movies and so many things that are made about that. That are made about that experience of the paranormal, and but actually, you know, she reports on people that are lost, and does explore otherworldly things. But is that mutually exclusive of being a decent, God-fearing person? I don't think so. So Tasha said, I admire your outlook. We seem to be cut from a similar cloth. Your advice. Yeah, you got to look. Thank you very much. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, it's not an easy life to begin with, Tasha, and we certainly don't need to make enemies. So my take on Uber Goober lady, and of course I met her also through when she came over. Hey, Carl. Yeah, kiddo. Carl, you take care of yourself, or I'm coming there to Toledo, Ohio, and I'm going to have to move in there. and, and take care of you. You're scaring the living hell out of me today. You be careful with Coumadin and all that stuff. So I'll take it from the medical field. But Carl's a wonderful person, and everybody keep Carl in your prayers. He's one of my very knowledgeable, friendly, and interesting audio people. Y'all see all my vintage audio displays, and everybody always comments on them. Well, I've met Carl through that, and he's taught me a lot with a lot of the interesting things. That's what I'm saying. She's not hey, Norman, welcome back. She's not conjuring spirits, just exploring concepts and stuff. So I'm just here to give my take on this tonight. Yeah, not sure. Well, there's been this sort of triangle, this Trinity here. There's been the Uber Goober lady. There's been Pam and Rick on Shoot the Shit, and then there's been Mama Bear, of course. And I'm just trying to kind of get a read on that, because I really never just pick up the sword for somebody and then go in and just start hacking on things. I just like to try to understand. So I think when you spend time in a few people's chats, you really get a good read on them. Like, for instance, gone into Uber Goober's chat, and you know, like I said, that enthusiasm, that zest for life. Even though I mean, I can tell her medical problems are real, and you know, I don't think that she's the kind of lady to just strap on a candela and just play some kind of game. I mean, this is a together decent person, and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. Yes, I came in. I've listened to a lot of your chats, Uber Goober lady. It's just I don't really have anything to offer on the paranormal. My life is scary enough that exploring other worlds, right? Plus, I'm the sexy space gal from Planet Triple X, though. Yeah, there's a video explaining it on the channel. So then I head over to, you know, can you believe anything Dave the Fisherman says? You know, the thing I'm going to say about Dave was Dave came into this community with MFD, mockery, fuckery, and debauchery. And some people got that kind of right away, and some people didn't. Do I agree with everything Dave does? No. Do I agree with a lot of his methodologies? No. To me, I'm kind of a let bygones be bygones, but to me, if you have those kind of medical issues and you're a cancer survivor and things like that, you can take offense when you think that somebody's ripping off or gaming the system or something like that. So do I agree with everything Dave does? No. Do I think Dave picks up the sword sometimes and jumps in a big, you know, in a big flamboyant way? Yes. That's just Dave, you know. And, you know, do I agree with everything? No, but I'll tell you what, when somebody actually on YouTube puts their money where their mouth is and they actually do what they say they're going to do, that's kind of, you know, it's not something we see every day on YouTube. And remember, some of the people that fight with each other, they were co-joined forces at one time. When Dave came into the community, I'm the one that Dave keyed down on, Elvis and Dave really hated my guts. And over time, some understanding developed and some change. But the people that were with him and they were patting on his back for taking Elvis down and all that kind of stuff, a lot of them are at odds now. So I'm not one that flip flops, and I always hold my positions. It's kind of like a rock in a stream, and the stream just courses around and changes there. Hey Carlos, nice to see you. Oh, I know. Uber Goober lady said I'd give anything not to be able to have the oxygen. Well, I don't know, poo on you. It's a lecture in naivety, but I don't have all the inside information. I've not met not met Dave. Well, I think Beck they've been very nice to me. Skiwi, I only have a certain angle to observe things on YouTube. I'm not on the inside track. Well, when he got an idea that something might be going on over there with this, and I remember about a month ago there was a gal I follow that did a video about little Rosie and prayers for little Rosie, and I think that who was it? Uber Goober lady did, had something from the thing with the $27 exactly. There were some things that were done, and like I said, poo on you. There's some things that were done that I didn't like. There's some things that I wasn't totally down with, the whole methodology of the Elvis takedown. But at the end of the day, he was getting mightily cheered on by YouTube for that. So, and then everything is all switched around and changed on that. I'm going to tell you the truth about Elvis. I haven't watched Elvis lately. I just, I don't know. I mean, there's more interesting things to watch on YouTube now. Well, you're really harsh, Pooh, on things because people are idiots. I mean, you're really harsh. Dave attracts a following, and I don't think that we can say that people that follow Dave are idiots. It's not God. I don't get anything out of Dave. Shills for the low life trash that put views in her purse. No, my views have come on my own kind of stuff. And being in other communities, there's nothing there. I didn't gain that. I was chatting with Dave months ago before anything ever came down. Elvis was entertaining, but it's very repetitive in his actions, same things. Well, I think people like to see people move ahead in life and have success and not be doing the same thing year in and year out, asking for taxes and stuff like that. Well, Pooh on you, how do we know what is and what isn't? Pooh says Dave lives more than Elvis. Well, we're not boots on the ground in Iowa. I mean, there's only so much we can do to see. We can say that about a lot of people, and a lot of people that used to be big advocates and big supporters of Dave, they've shifted sides and gone from one side to the other. So I try to observe. I don't diss anybody. I don't come on or cast judgments about people. Like you guys, I'm on YouTube to have fun. So I spent some time on Pam and Rick's chat, which I've done for a year and a half, at least once a month or something like that. And then I go over to Pam and Rick's and I have a few laughs. They're not comfortable when stuff gets when things get out of control. They're not comfortable at all when that's fine, Carlos. Pooh says, I'm here to hit the fan. You're doing a good job of it tonight. So, but you're never going to hear me go into a chat and knock somebody. So why we spend? No, I'm just enjoying trying to get a feel for Mama Bear. I didn't diss Mama Bear. I actually felt that she was pretty entertaining today when I was over there. So no, I'm not playing both sides of the fence again. I'm just one that actually takes the time instead of taking what other people say, Skiwi, and just accepting that as gospel. I actually go in and spend time and hang on the chats and try to get a feel for it. That's all. Call me nosy, but I'm not in there. I'm not in there disrespecting. I'm in there, having fun. Hey, Molly Dolly, how are you? I was hanging out with Mama Bear, and I thought that she was pretty entertaining on there. Pam and Rick. I mean, each of these people individually is in terms of the things that they did. I'm not sure. I mean, Dave says he has the financial wherewithal to look into those things, and who am I to doubt that? Carlos Martinez, unforgiving. Yeah, I tried to unban a lot of your accounts today, Carlos, but after 55 minutes of working the button, I got tired. I just try to stay out of harm's way now and just have some fun on YouTube. Hey, good evening, Travis. Going out there now, starting to look at some RVs. Oh, thank you, Pew and you. And I know exactly where it's coming from. No, Skiwee, you always carry you always have a stick for me. Year in and year out. We know. I can do no good. I can do nothing right in your eyes, so I don't even try. But then again, I can never remember Skiwee ever saying something kind about anybody. But yet, when Skiwee had his terrible kidney stones and stuff and couldn't even urinate without screaming at the top of his lung in his Prevost bus in Indiana, who was there to console him and tell him, it'll be okay, Skiwee. And he's like, okay, thank you. I'm suspending my hatred for a week, right? But when I'm feeling better, it's right back on. So when I go over to MX's chat and Skiwee holds a wrench, guess who's the first one to be showing the gate? Despite the fact I've never gone in there and dissed anybody in that chat, but I'm the first one that's showing the gate, right? Go figure. But anybody that I figured, I need to. Okay, good night, Uber Goober lady. Yeah, continued good luck and success to you. And yeah, you have a lot of great spirit. Yeah, Kitty Barnett's like putting my hate on hold. Okay, Uber, good night. I'm not going to go that long tonight. No, I've never gotten over to Winchester Mystery House. That's down in the San Jose area. Down there, I'd like to see that. The problem now is it's just crazy. It makes me so mad. Some of the sites that kind of the weird. No, Tasha, I've never contoured my chest. This is just the I don't even know how to make. I don't even know how to use makeup. I'm watching Pam and Rick tonight. I'm watching Pam, and I've got no fucking idea what they're doing with, dabbing on this and then going up in the eyes. I have no idea what the hell's going on. I'm like looking at that and I'm thinking to myself, man, if I had to go through that every day. Hey, Boy TV, how you doing? I've tried on club nights. That's cool. That's a lot of fun. I'm sure it is. I mean, I was impressed. I have so many wonderful I had got so much great advice on there. So in Cooper's chat, I heard you say Mama Bear was saying nasty crap about a lady on hospital. You didn't hear me, Mel B. Go get the screenshot and bring it back. Not true. I never talked about Mama Bear saying nasty crap about a lady on hospice. I only started going over to Mama Bear's a couple days ago. I am fair, but they want to try to put you in a box, and I work very hard to not be that way. So There ain't no way in God's green earth I'm just going to tee you off on somebody unless I know something about it. Oh, you're holding an event in October at Winchester House. That's cool. My problem with Winchester House is if you just go in as a person off the street now, I mean, what do they charge to go to the Winchester House? I mean, it's like all museums and stuff. They just got crazy to just go look at a house that has a lot of weird rooms in it and stuff. I mean, arguably, it's one of the strangest houses in America, but you know. I can't even remember. You know, if I see some kind of hospital bill document saying you're dying, I'll back off, but I don't see anything. Yeah. Oh, you're having a little something special. It sounds naughty, huh? Hmm? Should I pack the teeny weeny bikini? You want me to pop out of a cake or something? Oh, Carlos. Somebody's been dying for the last 6 months. Hey, Joe King, how are you? Nice to see you. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't I what? Jump out of a cake, come to your special event. Tonight was the first time I saw Pam with her teeth in. You know, Pam's, I have to say, Pam's thumbnail looked really impressive. Yeah, Joe King says, we're all on death row. No one needs a piece of paper to say you're dying. We're all dying. Joe King, if you ain't living, baby, you are dying. The one and only Joe King. Joe King's like, oh, thank God. Rosie's got her clothes on tonight. Timothy Martin, how are you? Yeah, we're all born terminal. And I do believe at the end of it all, we all have to give an account for ourselves. Yeah, the cake and the bikini. Yeah, we all have to give an account of ourselves. Did you make the world a better place, or did you make it a worse place? You know, was the world better off for you or worse off? So, you know, believe it or not, there are crazy people in the world. Just look at Dave and Elvis. You can be one of the crazies also. Yeah, I don't know. You know, like I don't know how big Dave is on the crazy meter. I've met Elvis before and spent time with him. Elvis is just Lazy. Okay, that's the bottom line. I mean, he wants to be an entertainer and do the minimum and get money out of it. So, I mean, there's nothing wrong with his mind. You know, for walking a beat for security work for corporate security. Yeah, Rosie, my thing is leave good people behind you like family. Or at least try to leave happy family. That's important. That's damn sure. But you know, you go to Uber Goober lady, and you can immediately get a read on somebody, and you can tell whether somebody has some guile or something. You look at the enthusiasm. You look at the response to people coming in. And I know she's building a channel. I know that, but there's a genuineness that you can see. Like Pam and Rick, there was a genuineness for them. And I remember a year and a half ago when I'd be in there where there were 40 or 50 people watching, and last night there was like 700 some people, you know. But if there was 40 people watching again, they'd be doing the same fucking thing on the porch. It's just like on my channel, I'd be doing the same useless crap. Whether it was 5 views or 500, I'd be doing the same damn thing. Way back, if Elvis would stop trashing people for 2 hours every time he goes like, well, it ain't gonna be, I don't think that's gonna happen. So, but that's the beauty. Yeah. Like Van Gogh, that's it, Boy TV. Boy TV does some nice chats too. Sub up Boy TV, has some daytime chats. Boy TV, make sure to put my Rosie O'Kelly channel into your lineup again. It's back and it's restored. So it would be honored to be amongst the nobodies of YouTube on there way back. Yeah. Well, I've been affiliated with Tasha. If you look at my channel, I actually saw Elvis in Chicago in 2015 and helped him work on his van and stuff. So I've known Elvis in person. I can't even count the number of times that we have met in person and stuff. So, but ultimately I had to just figure he's just going to run the way he wants to run on YouTube, and he's going to have the problems he creates as a result, legal, financial, and other things. So my big fear for Elvis is the economy takes a sharp and sudden downturn, and then he'll be absolutely positively unemployable, and he'll be on a breadline somewhere. So, it was people like Stellar, it was people like Seeds to Freedom, and people like that said, you got to get off the gas pedal of giving for stuff like that. Joke, yeah, it's fuck. Joking said it was more like he looked on as you worked on his van and stuff. Well, I mean, Elvis doesn't have those skills. Diane, there's the voice of reason. Nice to see you, Diane. I never want to see Elvis get hurt. I never want to see Elvis financially destitute. I don't want to see Elvis lose his van. I don't want to see Elvis lose his home. A lot of people do, but I'm not one of them, because at the end of the day, you've got to put a life together. No, that's right. Nothing goes into Social Security. So you know what you get? You get this basic little stipend from the United States government. So. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Tasha. I mean, I can't, because what happens when you help people and they don't help themselves is after a while, they start to hit you with the stick and say, what are you smoking? And then they're not around, but you're in the chats and you're taking the hits for them. And I got kind of tired of taking the hits. Like I say, I'm not going to throw Elvis under any bus, but I'm just saying, you got to do better to sustain yourself and stuff. No, I don't think so this year, Anna. I don't think so. I just get nothing out of it but heartache. I used to think I thought it was fun. And then I thought to myself with the Las Vegas stuff, how many people did I not meet because Elvis was coming to Vegas? And I just thought to myself this year, maybe I'd like to meet some other people too. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no throwing shade with that. That's just the reality of wanting to meet other people and hang out with other people. Yeah, Marshall's he's running out of steam there. I think he's getting tired of the shtick. I think he's getting tired of living in the van. But that's all I really want to say. I don't want to have a Marshall talk tonight. I was more interested in some of the other communities, and I did go around and observe and just have fun and just hang out. Hey, Jaded, what's Vegas all about? Every December, like the second Thursday through Sunday of December, we try to have a little bit of a meetup in Las Vegas, and it's kind of a fun time. The first year, I think we had like 12 people came, and then it was a lot. I think this will be the fourth year coming up, and it's really nice. The hotels aren't real expensive. I mean, the only thing in town is really the rodeo and stuff. Yeah, I'm not worried about it, Anna. That's right. So, what do you think of Dave and Mom Bear? Do you think Mom Bear's daughter will give her a gangbang? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. See, Dave's the thing I tried to impress on Mom Bear is Dave would never physically assault anybody. I'm just saying, but I know that Dave spends money on lawyers and stuff, and sometimes lawyers. I mean, I'd rather get punched in the head than pay lawyer bills. Hey, Felix, how you doing? I mean, I'm like that. I mean, money sticks to my hand like glue, right? And I think if I have to pay a lawyer to defend me, I'd rather have Dave just come down with a 2x4 and just Yeah, that's right, Tosh. I just want to have fun. Well, gangbangers aren't scared of lawyers, but they are scared of jail. I know that to be a fact. As much as I've gone in and out of jails and put money on people's books and other things. That's me too, Joe King. I'd rather accept a steak dinner and sit down and have a beer. Marianne, I have no idea. I have no idea. I just know, for those of us who, we're public people. I mean, I've had a zillion calls from Square Trade and Harry and David's Fruit Emporium and catalogs from Granger delivered. I mean, people do all kinds of stuff. So, would people call the police on other people? Sure, it happens all the time. I mean, I think people called the police on I think Lindy was at her home one time, and I think her and Boris were doing some kind of expose chat, and I think the cops were called to her house. So, do people do that kind of stuff? Yeah, they do that. Yeah, yeah. I don't know, ZTB. Thank you, Marianne. I just don't know. Most every time I try to most every time I try to say something, it usually ends up being wrong. I don't know, Carlos. That's all the Carlos says. What do you think of Riley the goofer saying he's dying of lung cancer? I think it's all network of evil. Jen was very, very upset. You got to understand that Jen and I have a very soft spot for Riley. We've exchanged gifts with him. You've seen me with my Riley the roofer shirts. We've got coasters from him, and we've sent him and his wife stuff. Jen was really, really, really upset today. Really upset. Wow. Tasha says lawyers think they are above everyone else and talk down to most people. My old lawyer just got suspended and had his office raided this week. The problem is, oh, okay, ZTB says Riley's had lung cancer. Man. Well, Missy Jen didn't know that. Where did you meet Jen? I met Jen on YouTube in 2014. We would be on Hangouts. Nicole Green, Missy Jen, Shay, Francis, before YouTube, before they even went over to YouTube. When you were done the Hangout, it just disappeared. It didn't show up. Yeah, Missy Jen's doing good. We got a video coming up about RVs. We're kind of zeroing in on our RV. Yeah, thank you, Marianne. You're very sweet. Yeah, but lawyers, man, the more you can stay away from lawyers and keep out of the line of fire, the better. This is the thing I was trying to impress on Mama Bear. I mean, there's always people that threaten lawyers and stuff on Boyd in the bottom of YouTube, and very few of those threats ever pan out. But this is the first time I saw somebody really hire some, and not just some local yokel in suburban Chicago, but went downtown and hired a really high-powered law firm. Not one lawyer, but two. Yeah, Waytech, I'm getting rid of Little Rascal and I'm trading it. I'm going to get Little Rascal 3. Yeah. Aretha Franklin passed away. Okay, ZTB, I didn't know that with Riley. So Aretha Franklin passed away. Did you play any of her music on that vintage stereo? I did. Pink Cadillac, of course I did. We be riding on a freeway of love in a pink Cadillac. I love that. She really was the queen of soul when I was growing up. Her and Aretha Kitt, Dionne Warwick. Do you know the way to San Jose? Do, 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 do. If Mama Bear would just drop it and hush about it. Well, I think Mama Bear's enjoying the boost of it too. But I just wanted Mama Bear to know that you can, even you can win and still lose when it comes to lawyers. I mean, you can still win and be basically bankrupted trying to trying to defend yourself. You saw what happened to Elvis when he went into open court without any legal representation. They just used him like roadkill. Just roadkill. Okay, all right, ZTB. I'm kind of holding judgment too. But I don't come out and just say somebody's a liar, okay? I don't just say that because I don't know. I mean, the person that would theoretically know the most Deb the RN and Blue Waffle. And I certainly don't think I don't think Deb the RN is a person with low scruples and low values. That's for sure. Joe King said Elvis got his legal training on YouTube at McDonald's. What Joe King should have done is hire Kitten Cat. Okay, that's who he should have hired. I mean, at least Kitten Cat would have held the judge spellbound with some riveting repartee and stuff, right? And stuff, right? Lots of people threaten. That's what I'm saying, Tasha. Lots of people have threatened legal action before, and it doesn't come to fruition. Lots of people go to police stations. Nothing comes of it. Very few people actually have gone that extra mile and hired legal counsel. That was a real bing flag to me that there's something real here. So, yeah, I mean, that's all we know is two warring versions of the story, and nobody asked Dave to post the docs. He volunteered to do it. I just enjoy hanging out on the chats, you know. And I don't look for anything beyond that. I mean, like last night was an epic hangout on the channel. I mean, we were just rocking last night. It was so much fun. That's the way hangouts, to me, they're the best hangouts. We just focused on having fun. It was open, you know, once a week, have an open Ask Rosie Anything, no holds barred, have a few beers, have a good time, and close it down at the end of the night and move on. And that's true, Anna. What do you think of Burger Planet? You know what, Carlos? I was on Burger Planet a year and a half ago when he was in Los Angeles, gone down. I moderate. I was his mod for 2 days down there till he started really going up and you know, rolling over homeless and other people, and it was kind of a turn off to me. And then he broke down in Vegas and stuff. So anybody that goes out on the road and travels, automatically your viewership explodes. You know why? Because when you're on the road, like a Rosie O'Kelly or a Burger Planet, you're interacting with the public, and YouTube is very interested in seeing those interactions. They don't care so much about, like, this is the Grand Canyon, and this is the largest ball of yarn in the United States. But man, if you roll into town and Rosie has a confrontation with with a biker gang or something like that, and it just, you know, Rosie got up and did was doing a little hired striptease, little bikini dance on the bar, and the biker gang came in and, you know, started to have their way with the Rosie. You know, if that kind of stuff goes on YouTube, of course, it's where the people come together, the interaction and the drama that's interesting. Yeah, they'd love to see YouTube people get together. Exactly. I'm telling you, Die Into Camper says lawyers are not cheap. It cost us over $8,000 for one in regard to hubby's brother's estate between a forensic scientist. I mean, yeah, if you have to have expert witnesses come in, you know, my father was an expert witness in people that would set their own places on fire to collect insurance and stuff. He worked for Western Electric for many years, and he knew everything about cabling system and electronics, and was a court-recognized expert. And you know, he'd go down to the Eastern Shore of Maryland, where people would cut the wires under the chicken coops and stuff to try to file a claim, destroy their whole hatchery and chicken business. And he'd go in and find the evidence where they cut their, you know, they created a short and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, Ice Poseidon. I'm nervous about Ice Poseidon. I'm tired of seeing Devon Avenue. And Alexis, I could have been a chapter in your college thesis in psychology. But Anna, it's your book has to be about aberrant psychology, right? Chapter 8, Explorations in Aberrant Psychology. And Alexis, like, in 2015, I stumbled onto YouTube. What's on the menu tonight? Oz, you are. Welcome aboard. We're just having a light chat. Hi, Jill. How are you, sweetheart? Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a lot of cooking in the kitchen. You guys are going to be welcome in there. Going to be prepping some things for Thursday night's dinner. The boss and Janet are coming over. We're getting ready for our big fishing trip. You'll be able to see all the video on that. I'm also going to be making an apple pie. We're going to be going out to the tree out back, picking up some of our ripe Gravenstein apples and making another apple pie. No, Anne is like, Rosie, you would have been the entire book. You're too cute, honey. You are too cute. Beautiful Anna Alexis, the pride of Asheville, North Carolina. As Anna Alexa always said, I've always relied on the kindness of strangers. But I think, they did find Molly Tibbetts' body. Yeah, it's terrible. But I'll tell you, when I first joined YouTube in January of 2013, it was a pretty regulated world. You know, it was very rigid. You'd put up videos, people would comment. Then they had Google Hangouts. You could hang out with people behind the scenes. And then it rolled over to YouTube, and then the videos would go up on YouTube, and you'd have a much bigger platform on YouTube. And then all of a sudden, you have all kinds of interactions. Hey, Tess, nice to see you, beautiful. I loved hanging out with you on Mama Bears. But let's face it, guys, this shit's better than the characters here on Voight. It's a lot better than cable TV because you never know which one of us idiots is going to do something next. You know, like Elvis, Elvis secretly gets into town in Las Vegas, right? And it's my ass in the sling, right? Ladies and gentlemen, once again, it is your honor and pleasure. Yeah, Molly Tibbetts, it's terrible. It's tough. Okay, good night, Taz. Nice to see you, baby. That's what I'm saying, Rob. YouTube's the best thing on the internet, and the community just keeps broadening out, and communities merge together. And now we got the Mama Bear community, not so much the Pam and Rick. Cable news. Yeah, this is much more entertaining, better than Housewives and all that. Yeah. The thing that makes it fascinating is all the alliances are always shifting. Jeez. So I went over to Mama Bear's today and yesterday just to try to get a read on Mama Bear, and I have to say I had a good time over there. I thought her crew, Marcy, some of the other people over there were very, very nice to me and very sweet. They could not have been more welcoming. And I just thought that, once in a while she gets down in boogies on Pam and Rick, shoot the shit. But basically, she was tromping around in her nightie. I mean, I do the same stuff, and yeah, Jill, come see me, baby. Jill, I told you if I come to Iowa, baby, I'm seeing all of you. Hey, Semper Fi, you Jiro. No, I don't know the YouTuber somebody's mother. I know there's mother of three. There's some really nice people that I've met. Yeah. Here, and I like that. They made me feel welcome. Yeah, D Myers great. D Myers wonderful from in Arkansas. I've known D Meyer for years. Dee's a doll. She's lovely and young. Yeah, go to Iowa during the harvest moon. Diane, I'm going to end up in Iowa in January. Can you imagine that? Carlos finally found a channel he couldn't troll, right? I say, I got to try to tomorrow. I need 3 days to unblock all your channels, Carlos. It takes forever. Now Carlos goes around, Carlos Rosie O'Kelly cock blocker. Yeah, Elvis is going to need a ride back to Chicago. No, I'm not I can't stand that, Diane. I can't even think about being in the cold. I walked down this afternoon on the afternoon chooch, and there was a slight chill in the air, and I thought, oh man, winter's coming again. Yeah, quit trolling Mama Bear. So I went over to Mama Bear's tonight, and like I said, I met a lot of nice people. I don't know the whole backstory of Mama Bear and the little Rosie. I do know if you interfere with somebody's insurance or question somebody's medical stuff. To me, that's a real command decision. That's, I don't know. Having worked 20 years and being affiliated with the hospital and stuff now, and the laws and rules and the legal things about interference with the medical. I mean, medical stuff is really very touchy when it comes to extraneous outside forces coming in on somebody's care. I mean, that's a real lawyer's feeding ground in there. Hey, hipster, how you doing, sweetie? Yeah, Tasha, I'll hang with you. Racky corn last night. But I mean, that's something I could never feel comfortable doing, is questioning somebody. You don't mess with medical stuff. I literally stood in an office about 2.5 months ago, and I saw somebody get fired on the spot. Fired on the spot because they left an open medical chart on the front reception counter of the ER admission area. Thank you, Tasha. You're sweet. I mean, and I can imagine if you do go in and it's true, and I'm not saying it is, and please hear me and hear me correctly. I know no facts of the case. I speak hypothetically. That if you take it upon yourself to intercede and interject yourself into that situation, and you don't have the proper clearances and authorities and things like that, it can be gruesome. That's the only word I can use, is gruesome. Well, yeah, way back tech. I mean, it came down to, I think there was some feeling of who built up. You get into this stuff on YouTube of who built up whose channel, and I made you, and I think there was a little bit of falling out about that, is what I gathered. That Pam was saying, we made you, and this is the thanks we get. Jill, she's gonna get one of these. She's gonna get one of those silver bikinis. I should have checked and said, Mama Bear, I hope you're smooth as a cue ball down below, honey. There's Tucker. Tuck's like, Rosie, are you on crack again? Oh, Carlos, come on, don't put that stuff in there. Yeah, you can get blacklisted from the medical field. I mean, people's medical issues and all that stuff. So it just seemed to me that there was some kind of argument started breaking out about about who made who and all that. So, how you doing, Chuck? No, I had a good time in Mama Bears. I guess, Tucker, I don't know. I don't know. You look at things from a much more conservative, sane point of view. I look at things from just the entertainment value that somebody has. You know, you go over to see a mama bear and she's doing a runway strut in her outfit and stuff. And hey, Hooker, hi, Tara Boo, nice to see you, sweetie. Yeah, we'll do a mutual. We'll do a mutual chat. I'll have her come on and come over to her channel. Hey, Kelly. But as far as the other ins and outs, yeah, I'm not one to use religion for preaching and stuff like that. I try not to take the Lord's name in vain, and I do enough other offensive stuff, but I try not to blaspheme or use religion as an object of manipulation. I don't know if it is, but yeah, Tasha said that's odd that people take credit for people's popularity. Some may get a little of exposure on other channels, but it's who you are. Yeah, I mean, if you don't have content, you're not going to keep people on the channel. Yeah, where's the bullet shooter tonight? Huh? Where's my bullet shooter? Tucker, you're too mean. Tucker Poon, you are mean. You are mean. And I want to get your furry butt and spank you. I don't know where in the hell. I think my space gun. You wouldn't believe how many. Gmails I had today. When's the next space show? It's like waiting for the space shot. We had a blast last night. I don't know, Tucker. I'd like to talk to you sometime about that. I'd like to really talk to you about. I don't know. We always kind of see the world a little differently. I see people that to me don't look like they have a lot of guile to them. They don't look capable of subterfuge and things like that. What do I think of Shoot the Shit? I thought it's a lot of fun. I mean, like I said, Debbie Lynn introduced me to Shoot the Shit a year and a half ago. We were over at Shoot the Shit when there were 30 or 40 people there. That's why Pam knows my name when I came into the chat. Rosie O'Calley. Rosie, I'm just here to have fun. I'm not here to get mixed up with Crazy Dave. I think many times Tucker wants to get me around the neck and like we made all this progress and in one night Rosie undid all. Saint Rosie, all the good things, all the wonderful things. Yeah, they're a lot of fun. I mean, they're just genuine people just goofing off on their porch and stuff. And I look at that and I think to myself, this is two people that really enjoy the hell out of their lives and really enjoy being on that porch. Tucker, you're awful. I don't know why Tucker and Mama Bear got so off the rails, because I really think Mama Bear has a little thing for Tucker. But I went over tonight. I had a good time, and Mama Bear puts on the dog. She gets all dressed up. She had that scarf on. She looked like something out of a 1920s, like the silent movies, Yeah, every time we think we're on rock bottom here, we roll down another level. I used to think you can't fall off the floor, right? But yeah. It's like something happens and all of a sudden Tucker's just, it's like a spell, boom. I must get Mama Bear. 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 I must. Well, tell me some of them, Jamie Lynn. I mean, I don't, inform the uninformed. Remember, when we go in, it's like a calculus. It's like a calculus thing. We go in and we see one small piece of a pie. Okay, like I haven't been in Mama Bear's chats for months and all that stuff. We go in, we look at something, and we don't have the backstory. We don't have the history. We don't have the proof. We don't have this kind of. That's all I'm saying, Jamie Lynn. I'm not doubting you. I'm just saying, but have a little sympathy for other people that go in and have a totally different take on the situation. Yeah, I know Hooker's like, there's always the basement. Not for you, Hooker. Okay, Jamie Lynn. I just wanted you. I'm not here. Tucker already thinks I'm. I'm half of the carrying team for Mama Bear's sedan chair, right, and stuff like that. So. uh, but I don't know a lot of this stuff. No, I really don't think that's the same Mama Bear, Rub. I really don't think that's the same one. That Mama Bear was in West Virginia. This Mama Bear is in Ohio. Okay. All right, Jamie Lynn. And these mods are so hooked on mothballs, they can bad shit, crazy and evil. Oh, talker. Yeah, that's a different Mama Bear. That's West Virginia, Kentucky Mama Bear. I think she lived down in Hurricane around there, down in that area. Yep. She used to come on. She was always complaining about something. Okay, MB, love her for her spunk, and believe me, she's no dummy. Yeah, I mean, so, okay. But, people come on, they don't know the whole backstory of a lot of that stuff. I think, I mean, they tell the story. Tucker went over there, tried to pick up Mama Bear and got the beat down. I'm only kidding, Tucker. Yeah, hey, Warren, nice to see you, sweetie. But that's all I'm saying. I went over and just tried to spend some time there and just tried to get to know her a little bit, hang out a little bit, try to get a few laughs, and just be fun. Yeah, I mean, she showed some pictures when she was very, very, very. She still got a nice smile, but she was very lovely. Hey, hippie. I mean, she looked like like a young Jodie Foster, and she looked like a country western singer, in her picture. I'm not drinking tonight, so. But I have a lot of respect. That's cool. Nice to see you, hippie. Chiming's like, wait a minute. Hey, Chiming, how you doing? I love Chiming. Jesus, she gets some good zingers in there. But I don't. So I mean, how mad can I? I mean, I don't know the whole story, so I live in ignorance. But I'm just saying, when you just go over and you suspend your feeling about stuff, and you just go over and have fun. Mama Bear is out, and comes Mama Bear, our new resident senior mental case. I don't know, Tuck. I think that's really harsh. I really think that that's harsh. I really think, I mean, people cope with a lot of different issues and stresses and things in the world. And, you know, some people turn to religion, some people mix religion with life and try to find their way down the river of life. And it can look like a chaotic and messed up journey. But I try to have heart and understanding about that, and not to be disrespectful and things. Oh, thank you, Jesse. Thank you, sweetie doll. Okay, yeah, Jamie Lynn, you're brutally honest. I mean, okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know her. You know? But I just wanted to just tell you, thank you, Jill. Thank you, sweetie. But I just determined that I was just going to spend some time over that. I know Tucker's going to get all pissed off, and he's, you know, here we go. I mean, like, I'm sure Rosie hit the money jar. And what a pleasure to see NC Van Man here tonight. Nice to see you, Warren. I know Tucker's going to go back and say, you know damn well, you know damn well, you know damn well, Rosita hit that money jar. Don't come a rocking if that PayPal ain't a rocking, right? Don't come a knocking unless that PayPal is rocking. People should be allowed to form their own opinions without being. Yeah, I think so. You should be able to form your own opinion about people, because we always we always come in at a slice of time, and then we're dependent on historians to bring us information. And we've seen on boy that history can get twisted depending on, you know, the spin that you want to put on it. You can start to pick and choose the facts. You know, like the northern story of the Civil War is written as a very different story than the southern story of the Civil War. Yet they both purport to tell the same exact history, right? So you always have to kind of zig and zag through that. Yeah, Kitty says I agree. So each of us has a perception when we go into a chat of a whole different experience than like Tucker went on, and Tucker was mesmerized by Mama Bear, right? And just sat there probably slack-jawed. And you know, this spirit moved him, right? The spirit came into him and just captured him, and that was it, right? What if a person was an advocate for trans people, in the same breath they condemn the trans community? Same deal with religion, either walk the walk or fuck off. Yeah, like I say, I don't know enough of the story. Yeah, I mean, they said like she had dissed a vet or something. I mean, I don't know. Somebody else in the chat said that wasn't true. It wasn't a diss. You know, her father was military, right? Would actually go in and clean up after battles or something, like a GR, the Graves Registration Detail or something like that. I just don't know, you know. I know you guys know Tucker is mesmerized by. I'm just keeping it real. Yes, that's it. People here, they, yeah, third gender, whatever you want to call it, Rob, whatever. People hear what they want to hear sometimes. That's exactly right. It's like people seek out reinforcing things of their opinions, and they ignore things from the other side. No, I think the trans community's day is come and gone, Tasha. That was like in 2015. That was yeah, I get 2,000 pants on for this conversation. Yeah, that was like 2015. I mean, a lot of us were around in 2015. Yellow sun. There's a true Trump lover right there. Oh, okay. You've distanced yourself from it from 2013. Okay, I'm gonna get a drink. I'm not drinking beer tonight. Warren, you're fine. Yeah, Warren's been around a long time. But I'm saying, imagine this guy's too. You can't look at somebody like Mama Bear has regularly 200 people in her chat and stuff like that. So, yeah, Rob said in 2015, everybody wanted a trans friend because it was the in thing. Yeah, that ship's sailed. You know, but what do you say of those people that come in? Maybe 100 are just trolling and hanging out, but there's 100 people that are honest to goodness, enjoy the chat, enjoy the person, they enjoy the repartee. And I'm saying, we're not going to call these people, we're not going to call these people morons, right? Tucker said, just one time, Rosie, can you adopt a pet with a full set up to? I don't have a pet, Tucker. I'm just saying, I try to go in there and just formulate an opinion about things. I mean, I just know I see the struggles that people have every day, like state Medicaid here in California is called Denti-Cal. And it's, the only thing that they do is they'll do extractions and they'll do fillings. They don't do root canals. They don't give you new teeth. And if you go in to look at the cost of teeth and stuff these days, and I mean, I've just paid 4,000 with another 1,000 coming. I got another tooth that needs to be recrowned, and I mean, it really adds up. I mean, it's some serious, serious money. And when we laugh about people's teeth and their situations and stuff, and it's like moolah, it's like money, you know. And I know you can have some. It's like Jeff T. Rowe. You go to Klein and you get your teeth. Like he bought it. Jeff T. Rowe bought some internet teeth for Trent, his son. And people do that. You pay about $500 and you get. They send you an impression and you gum into it or whatever the hell you do. And then they send it back, and then they send you a set of teeth. So, I mean, I guess I'm just saying I think I have a little more. I don't judge somebody just solely on teeth and stuff. And Tucker, you're a Northerner, you're a Canadian, and you really don't understand the Southern experience kind of stuff. About, I don't know. It's just I try to have a little more understanding and stuff. I don't know. Did he contact you? I don't know anything about it. As far as I heard, he was gone, but then he changed his mind. I think he's got a lot of stuff. He's putting I know one thing, he's busting his ass. He's busting his ass in business right now. He's putting in some long ass days. Yeah, I was going to go out to Iowa in July 5th, but then I took too much. I miscalculated on vacation. I took too damn much time on the big 3-week trip we took. Our 7,636-mile journey. I used up too much of my vacation. So I'm stupid. I don't understand the Southern experience, but you're from Ohio and you do. I'm not from Ohio. Who are you talking about? Ohio. Who's from Ohio? I'm below the Mason-Dixon line, baby. Oh my God, Maryland's a southern state. Are you kidding me, Tucker? The Civil War began on the streets of Baltimore. Out of 95,000 votes cast in the 1860 election, 3,000 were cast for Abraham Lincoln out of Maryland. Don't ever tell me Maryland's a northern state. No, I don't think that we should be always judgmental about people's teeth and situations and stuff like that. I mean, I look at Pam; she's missing a lot of teeth, and Ricky. Um, that's not my benchmark for judging somebody. That's all. Yeah, Maryland was the old line state. It was terribly torn during the Civil War. I mean, Maryland had the only bona fide regiments that actually fought against each other in the Civil War. The Maryland Confederate Regiment and the Union Regiment met in one of the earliest battles of the Civil War and decimated each other. That's where the thing brother fighting brother came from. When they went to pick the casualties up and they looked at the names and matched it up, there were actually relatives fighting against each other. And it was a terrible state to be in. The Maryland legislature was imprisoned, and Lincoln, you couldn't have Washington surrounded by Maryland and Virginia, so they took steps to bring troops in, and then teeth are in. Have you ever considered making? No, Tucker, I'm not the ministerial type like you. But I always like getting under your skin. That's always a real turn on. I'm what you call, I'm your real world conscience. I'm real world. Oh, okay. Hooker says, I don't think it's about teeth. Now that's something I can sink my teeth into. It's about attitude. Mama Bear's been very negative. Father was the way she talks down to people. Okay. Well, there's something different, Don't talk down to people. That's something I can understand. The tooth thing, I'm not preaching. I'm observing life just like you do. I go to some place and I just observe and I watch. And I learn and I just try to take account of the world around me and just try to see what's what. Are you mad you got banned out of there? Is that what it's about? Yep, the Holy Church of Boyd with Brother Tucker. Oh, Tuck's talking about all the fireside chats. I've always enjoyed Tucker. I just like he really gets into that the money issue. People out there getting money under religious, medical, RV emergencies. What else, Tucker? Remind me. What other things you got? I'm called to be a minister. I need to raise money to go to Bible school. Our van broke down. We need a new van. Let's see. I need a new space for my RV. Let's tick it down. What else did we have down there? Huh? What else do we have? Yeah, teeth, medical issues. Feed me. I need my taxes. What else do we got? Keep telling me. Ravens, there's my baby. Raven said, I've been gnawing on my food since '93. Warren, why didn't you get teeth, huh? There's my baby doll Ravens, property of Rosie O'Kelly. Yeah, need a new Apple computer, all kinds of things. I mean, the list is endless. The bike ride around the country to raise animal awareness. It's just infinite. Oh, I know. I saw you gave some donations. I saw you gave some donations. Call me Gummy McGee. How about steak, Warren? Warren said you don't need teeth to eat. Just stay away from nuts. What about steak? What about steak? Ravens, we had a good time last night, didn't we, babe? You sure made it fun. We make that a weekly fun thing. I don't know. I couldn't imagine that. I spent so much money. Get all my choppers in. And yesterday I had a whole cleaning on this side, scaling and planing, deep power wash, and then 3 fillings. And now I have to get a new crown put on top. That Apple computer, that's a Mac Air. You're going to get 2 bills, 200 at a pawn shop. That's it. Tasha said, eyes are the window to a person's soul. A person's mouth is the window to a person's wallet. Yeah, Tucker will really be busy in the confessional at Boyd. That's what I do. I try to go in and just respect people. I don't take what people tell me as gospel truth and then go in. I try to sort of assess the person. We all do this, don't we? We're drawn in by the curiosity. Man, is this person really the devil, like people say? And you try to go in and just kind of feel it out a little bit, see who the other people are hanging out there, whether they're nice people or whether they're just booting you immediately. And that's what I try to do. So not surprisingly, people have different opinions about what they see when they go in. I'm not there when Mama Bear may be dissing on somebody or nailing a vet or something like that. I'm not there. Of course, something like that would be very upsetting to me. But then tonight, I think about her dad serving in the Army at like the Graves registration, the GR. Yeah, we all have a little devil in this. Yeah. So I just think, generally people whose dads were military and stuff don't tend to be haters of vets and things. I'm not saying Rosebud's a great person. I'm just saying I'm proud of her service. So, geez, Rob, get right to it. Warren, did you do meth when you were young? Shit. You know, but teeth are one of those things that spiral. You know, the first thing when your money's low, you stay away. You know, you don't do routine dental care, so therefore you don't get fillings done, and teeth get abscessed. They got to be pulled, and before you know it, you know, you have an empty mouth or you have summer teeth. Okay, take care, Chuck. The Shopping for Views channel is a rerun from 2015. I don't know which thing he's looking at. You know, it's okay for him to go on and spout his blather, but if anybody else talks about stuff, they're a rerun channel. So enjoy, Chuck. See you later. Keep fighting a good fight. I hope all your money turns out to be well spent. Time will tell. Hooker says it, but if you get mad at me for having an opinion, comment with no respect and kindness. I will form an opinion on your actions. There we go. So I feel the same way, exactly. I'm not going to have, you know, Tucker's the one who said, I investigate myself. I'm not doing anything unless I see proof for something, unless, you know, I need to see both sides. Well, a lot of us are the same way too. And I would be less than genuine if I just took up what somebody like Tucker said and took that as gospel and then ran with that. That's what an intelligent person does, is they form their own opinion. I'm not mad, Tuck. Get some sleep. I got to get you off the wagon train. You ever seen Rosie mad? Yeah, I think in 2015 I blew my cork a couple times. But it takes a lot to get me upset. Yeah, views are good. I don't mind views. That's what YouTube is about. I'm not on a. I'm on a video sharing site. I do stuff every day for that. Be right back. Oh, I gotta throw this away. I mean, to question somebody for wanting views on YouTube is like to question NBC or CBS or Fox because they want people, you know, they care about who's watching The Walking Dead and stuff. Of course, it's a media site. It's a network. It's a video sharing platform for things. The more views, the better, of course. Jill says, believe me, my son is serving now in Japan Navy. I would never support one. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yep. I don't even know, because ill member. I don't know, member berries. You got to learn to convey a little better in English. I don't have my translator on. We can all support who we support. Doesn't mean I don't like someone just because of who they support exactly. You know. Yeah, I've had plenty of friends. There's very few friends that I've lost on YouTube, because I don't rail on people. I don't come on and I don't fight people's fights, but I don't come on here and knock people down and diss people. And I've probably met more people in real life on YouTube than anybody in the community. So, and that's fun. That's the real fun stuff of YouTube. Not being an armchair warrior. So then tonight I went into Pam and Rick's, and to see her do her makeup job was pretty damn cool on that. Let's see. Member says, you claim friends and community, then say YouTube is nothing more than a social broadcast. Yeah, but friends have come out of it. That's the derivative of being on this site, member berries, is that you get the chance to interact with people. You get a chance to go out on hangouts with people. And when you meet people in Hangouts, you get a chance to exchange information. And some of those people you meet in person, the J.K. NoCals, the Joey D. Parolises, the Debbie Lynns, the Maxines, the Clayton and Richard in Louisiana, the Coopers, the Coreys. Get it? You understand? You understand the derivative of being on a social network? Hey, Carl, how are you? Yeah, I know. Yeah, I agree, Hooker. Veteran stuff triggers me. Hooker said, I understand where Tucker's coming from. Everyone has something that triggers them. For him, it is misuse of religion. And for me, it's talking crap out of special needs. For me, it's vets issues. My courting of Mama Bear is purely interest in seeing what Mama Bear is all about. I'll never troll Mama Bear. I will never, I won't, if I find out that things are, if I see things that I don't like, then I pull away from that. And I think the word courting is a poor choice of words. I think let's say, so your interest in Mama Bear is purely out of seeking friendship. No, it's out of checking out the channel to see if it's something that I want to subscribe to and follow. And there it is. There's another misuse. Okay, cause member. You're either an ill member or 3I. The third core. My dad, brothers and sisters. Yeah, my dad, my brother, and my daughter. So hey, Carl. Yeah, we all have sore spots. Yeah, that's it. I like that stinky potatoes full of tricks. That's cool. That's good. It's hard to believe that somebody could go to a channel just to find out what it's about and see if it's fun or it's enjoyable or what the hell goes on, or watch for hell raising and see if somebody's crazy as a loon and check it out. Sounds like Happy Meal. Doesn't have to ever be anything beyond that. Yeah, military families are great. Yeah. Being with the boss. Hey, Jaded, the boss, United States Navy. Bobby, United States Army. Joey D. Parolis, United States Air Force. The timing of the injection seems suspect to Mama Bear and sits and shoot the shit. You can't argue with that observation. Well, what do you mean the timing? Explain timing. It's timing because Dave and Tucker were talking about it. So being a person of some basic scientific curiosity and social curiosity, I'm drawn to go checking them out and go looking. I've been on Pam and Rick's for a year and a half. It's why when I went over to shoot the shit last night, I was instantly recognized by Pam, called out, and talked to on her chat. Let's see. Awesome Hooker. My dad, husband, sister, cousin, uncle, many friends with veterans, hubby, fifth generation. Hats off to you, Hooker. Hats off to you. People watch them fold the flag and hand this man knows how to respect our military. Yeah. Well said, Warren. So that's my trigger point. That's my trigger thing is vets. That's my trigger thing, vets, because I think that's the greatest sacrifice that you can make, is to put yourself on the line for potential elimination. I think about these guys that go off to war, and you look at these, you look at this horrifying footage of this, the last year of the Pacific, World War II in the Pacific from 1944 to August of 1945, and you look at all these guys out there on these destroyers and aircraft carriers and battleships, all sitting ducks day after day as these kamikaze submarines and planes just came barreling into the ships and stuff, and it was an equal opportunity killer. I mean, the admiral could get killed, the captain. There wasn't any place to hide, you know. Knowing when you're going out to sea every day that what's coming for you. Now, that's something I can respect. Somebody in that type of situation. I will not speak ill of no one, and we'll all come out at the end like this drama shit. That's it, Hooker. Woo, I never served in the military, but served in several military. That's it. Hooker. Yeah, you know the old saying, if you ignore your teeth, they'll go away. Yeah. I've been through dental hell from April when I swallowed my crown, you know, my stupid crazy glue, gorilla glue, gluing down my cap, and that went bye-bye somewhere through my digestive system. Probably ripping me a new one. Yeah, chiming is the Hooker, baby. Good thing you were keeping up morale. How cool is that? Keep morale. Yeah, is that what you call it now? Getting morale up? Hooker. Mm. No, you had played still 93. Gotcha. All right, well, I wasn't going to be on long tonight. I was going to actually end at about 10. It's about 10:23. Oh, Jill, trolls. I've got more I got trolls, honey. Sometime we'll talk and we'll have a whole hangout just about that. So I get plenty of them. I've had real life stuff too, tons of it. Family, everything. Oh, your ex stole them when she left, man. Yeah, Kitty, my cap came off. I took some Gorilla Glue. You know how cheap I am. I squirted it in the cap and I stuck it on. It lasted for about 2 weeks. And then one night I was eating a piece of beef. I grabbed snitched a little piece of beef out of the fridge. I'm eating it and I felt, that feels strange. I started moving my tongue over. I start moving my tongue over and my cap is gone. And there started 4 months of horror. Yeah, it was crazy. You know, when you roll with me, Tasha, you're rolling with the best, baby. DIY dentistry. That's good. Hooker's a reformed hooker. That's cool. Yeah, hooray for Gorilla Glue. It's like I poisoned my own system. No, I'm not sure. I think it probably poisons people, Rob. I don't know if it makes people real horny, but I can tell you what, it's probably not good for your bloodstream. all those phenols and shit in there, and plastics. You should have used Flex Seal. I should have used JB Weld. That's what I should have used. That deserves pay-per-view. Oh, you guys are funny. No hard time reading the chat tonight. Good night, Swamp Pick. Thank you, babe. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and close it down too. Just a little bit of time, a little bit of fun tonight. I'm going to have a lot of cooking tomorrow. I'm going to have cooking in the kitchen, baking an apple pie, got hamburgers to prep, and potatoes all gratin, and all kinds of things to do. So I will see you guys kitchen side tomorrow. And I want to thank you for stopping in tonight, and peace to everybody. Time will tell about the people I hang out and go see and form opinions. It should never come that quickly. You know, I like to form an opinion over time. Observe people over the course of time, not just a slice in time. And I think you get a better fix on stuff. All right. So good night, chiming. Always a joy, Jaded. Cheers to you, Kitty Barnett. Jill, my sweetie, my Des Moines baby doll, have a good night. And thank you for your son's service in the Navy. Awesome. That. And with that, I will bid you all peace, and I will see you tomorrow. Good night, Tasha. Thank you, sweetie. Warren, what an honor to see you on tonight. Thank you, everybody. Night, Hooker.